When the Pangaean supercontinent split apart over 100 million years ago, scientists believe the enormous upheaval triggered these super eruptions. Because supercontinental breakups are rare, so are the diamonds they bring to the surface. The diamonds that erupted into the dinosaur world 65 million years ago. The planet was lush. The planet had been hit by an enormous meteor. Their theory remained controversial for over 10 years, until the final piece of the puzzle was discovered in Mexico. A hidden
across the sky at 20 kilometers per second. To settle across the surface of the Earth is a thin layer of dust and debris.
But the meteor was not alone in wreaking destruction. Today in India, ancient lava flows exist that are so thick, whole temples have been carved into their layers. The lavas were the result of a massive eruption that was occurring simultaneously with the meteor strike. Although not as extensive as the earlier Siberian eruptions, these lava flows in western India could have buried the USA to a depth of over 600 feet. The huge clouds of toxic dust they produced would have rivaled those of the meteor. 65 million years ago, the meteor impact and the eruptions would have been a deadly double blow. "50 million years ago, life was slowly recovering after the cataclysmic extinction that obliterated the dinosaurs. The Earth had been around for over 4.4 billion years. But only now were the first mammals, our ancestors, beginning to flourish. Long before humans arrived, the continents continued to move and crash into one another. Slowly but surely, the surface started to look familiar, as plate tectonics and erosion created the dramatic landscapes we see today. The Swiss Alps. Some mountain chains can be explained by volcanic eruption of rock from the depths of the Earth. But the greatest, including the Alps, contain no volcanoes. They appear to have risen as if by magic, up from the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is the child of two continents.
What's amazing?
In the formation of this classic mountain, the two continental plates have actually overlapped.
You can think of a car crash. If two cars crash with each other...
Plate tectonics are responsible for all the Earth's mountain ranges. And over millions of years of growth, the only thing that has stopped them grinding inexorably skywards is erosion. Plate tectonics combined with erosion have sculpted many of the features on the surface of our planet. And as a general rule, the most jagged, tallest peaks and the deepest canyons are the youngest of these grand structures, all formed within the last 50 million years. But the final touches have been added by yet another major force of nature. 2 million years ago in East Africa, ancestors of modern humans were taking their first steps on Earth. At the same time, down from the North Pole, enormous icy glaciers began to descend. The Earth was about to enter the Ice Ages. 2 million years ago, ancestors of modern humans had begun to spread out of Africa. But the Earth around them was cooling down. Before long, much of the planet would be coated in huge glaciers. The Ice Ages had arrived. The grand freezings were triggered when overflowing volcanoes in Panama created the land bridge joining North to South America and radically altered global ocean currents. The polar seas cooled significantly. The result was that pronounced dips in global temperature could now tip the planet into ice ages lasting tens of thousands of years. Iceland. The Lóngt Jökull Glacier.